Oops, I should probably close that. My little thumbnail. There we go. Oh, okay. I think everything is streaming. Let me just double check really quick. Should be good to go though. All right. Okay, I think it's connected. Cool. Let me get my chat up as well. Awesome. Here we go. Sweet. Hopefully everyone is able to see my screen. Let me just fix my screen a little bit more. Okay. Cool. Sweet. All right, I think we're good. Maybe not actually. Oh, sweet. Okay, so I think it is connecting. I just saw. Yay! Okay, it's connecting. Can you guys please let me know if you guys are able to see my charts, okay, and all that good stuff? Just because I'm trying to play with OBS on my Mac and I'm still kind of a noob, so I think I don't think I set it up correctly, to be honest with you. But we're gonna make that a little bit smaller. Okay, hopefully that looks okay. Let me make myself a little bit smaller as well. There we go. All right. Hey, what's up, Tony? Welcome to the chat or the live stream. Alex, good to see you. Vince, Tony, good morning. It's actually nighttime for me over here. It's 7:51 p.m. So, yeah, but good morning to you. Hopefully you have a really nice day. Alex, appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys want to hit the like button, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. What's up, Vince? Yeah, you are 100% correct. Still no activation fees for the starter plans for the month of February. I guess we'll just kick off the video with real quick about the promos, since you could probably, hopefully, see it on my screen. But yeah, for My Funded Futures starter plans, the price that's listed there, that's the all-in price. So there's no activation fees whatsoever. It's just a flat rate of the 90 bucks for the 50K, 170 for the 100K, and then the 240, I think it is, for the 150K. But if you guys want to double check the actual pricing depending where you live, then go on their website and then type in the code and it should automatically adjust it. So yeah, but there is no activation fee. It's still 1 day pass as well. So pretty good stuff. And then Apex, the sale is going to end within 1 hour actually for the 90% off first month, and then it becomes 80% recurring if you take advantage of this sale. And then when the 90% sale for the first month ends at 8:59 p.m. my time, which is in 1 hour, then it will become the 80% off lifetime. And then the 1 day pass plus the 50% off resets will end on Tuesday as well as the 80% recurring. So those the two promos that are listed on my stream, hopefully. And then for Top Step, for Raiden Hernandez, I do trade with Top Step. Yes, I have 3 XFAs right now with them. And on Friday, unfortunately, I didn't trade as well as I should have. I probably should have just stuck with the evals like I was intending to, since I had a pretty solid 2 weeks of greens. And I think I was just too overly confident, and I felt it too. I posted it on my Twitter, I think, or YouTube, I can't remember where, but I was posting that I was feeling like I should stick to evals because in my heart, I just knew that I just felt overly confident. Like I just felt like I knew what was going on when I really didn't. And, or more so, I was married to the position. That's what it was. So Definitely should have stopped, but it is what it is. So yes, I am trained with Top Step to answer your question. So yeah, with Sumu, I think I'm Vietnamese. I believe I'm 100% Vietnamese, so I'm Asian. But yeah, yeah, I actually wanted to do the 23andMe test just because I thought it would be kind of fun to do to see what I really am. Because it's so funny. My before I get into the charting session, my mom and I were just talking about like our backgrounds, and I was telling her about this whole 23andMe situation. And I just wanted to give it a go, and I told her that, like supposedly there's just this conspiracy, this little theory I have. If you were to do the 23andMe test, which tells you like what you really are, if you're Asian, you're Greek, you're Hispanic, whatever, your background essentially, they'll take your DNA that you submit to the lab and they'll kind of clone you and I put it into her head. And I think she's kind of freaking out about it. She was just so worried. But nah, nah, nah. I'm gonna tell her we should be straight. But if you see another clone out there that looks like me, it's probably from my 23andMe test. Hey, what's up? Think with Bookmap, the one and only. If y'all ever need to watch a live stream of Bookmap, that is the YouTube channel that I go to. So feel free to check out his page. He live streams a bunch of different instruments. The main one I look at is the NQ, but it's a beautiful way of visually seeing levels on your chart or on the DOM. So if you guys are interested to see what it looks like before you make your own purchase of Bookmap or whatever the case may be, that is the homie. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Asian Club. That's right. Shoot, I'm proud to be Asian. I'm proud to be yellow. I'm allowed to say that because I am Asian. So if you wonder why my eyes might be looking like they're closed all the time, that's why. So, anyways, okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into the actual charting because I'm gonna be recording a video or two after this stream is over. So let's go ahead and get started. So, truth be told, I have some levels on here that are a bit old. I tried my best to clean it up as I went along, but probably gonna have to do that again. So first and foremost, my little pink line, that's our new all-time highs. 145, 50. Okay, we'll leave this one for now. I gotta check if that's still valid. So we're gonna work from our demand zones first before we go into our supply zones, just because it's a little bit easier for me to be able to, oopsies, to do that. Oh, perfect. There we go. So I'm trying to make sure I can see the chat. Okay, there we go. Make it a little bit bigger. Sweet. All right. Before I jump in, make sure I didn't miss anything. And Indomitable Soul. Okay, with Final Fantasy, I don't like them selling my data to anyone. Yeah, exactly that, dude. Like, sell my data, clone me real quick. Because I saw somewhere on YouTube or like social media, this really, really smart scientist guy who was taking people's like spit or whatever DNA thing that they left behind, fingerprint, whatever the case may be, and he was literally cloning people's DNA and just making little bits of people. It was so creepy, but so satisfying. So I don't know if I want like little me's going out in the world, but just like little random like specks of spit or whatever. So yeah, it's a little weird. Base Taurus, what are pivots? For me, I don't have like the technical term of what pivots are. The way that I use them personally is kind of like levels. So when you're on different time frames, you'll have different pivots on your chart and they will go according to the time frame. So the higher the time frame, the more spread apart the pivots are. And to be quite frank, I feel like those ones are really, really good to look at when you're looking at your charts as well. Because if the support zones or demand zones or whatever zones you have match up to those higher time frame pivot targets, they're pretty strong, in my opinion, when you add the two confluences together. When you have lower time frames, like the 1 to the 15 or even 30-minute time frames, those pivots are more for like intraday. So I use them as levels to see if we're going to have bullish momentum. Then I'll look at for example, the 5-minute. The pivot is, I believe this one right here. Yeah, so 18,028. For example, if we were to be super bullish, this would be a potential level I can look at. And if I do have a zone that matches up with the pivot point, even more reason why I believe it might be like a good level to consider if we have bullish momentum. And then vice versa, if we're bearish, looking for a pivot on the downside, so it's 17.9K. If I have a zone down there, then I would go ahead and use it as a level to exit a trade, or even, whatever the order flow looks like, especially when we have some support right here and it's close to this pivot. That can add as like a secondary, like more weaker confluence, but it's an idea nonetheless. So hopefully that explains what pivots are. And I lost the chat. I can't find it. 1 second, guys. I have everything set up a little bit differently. So that is why I'm not able to see everything. Oh, okay. Okay. There we go. I don't know what is going on with this thing. Okay. Let's see. No, I don't want that. Oh, yeah. Put it there. Darn it. What is going on? Oh, yes. Okay, I got it fixed. Sorry about that again, guys. I'm just still trying to figure out this whole thing. But okay, cool. I'm going to stop there for now, and let's go ahead and actually get into the charts. So, starting with our demand zones first, let's go back to our daily. So we had a really strong push here, higher low. Same spot though to be our highs. So some resistance up there, but we are still getting higher lows, which is a good thing. 4-hour demand. These levels, are they broken? This one we can remove. Actually, wait, what level is that? 3-hour? We'll review it one more time when we get there. All the other ones are holding so far. Yeah, 4-hour, 1 hour, I'll leave that there. 4-hour, cool. Oh, let's remove this one. Yeah, this 4-hour, we're going to remove it as well, just because this long wick, it just takes up the whole thing. So it kind of evens each other out in a way for me. But it's interesting to know that one. Probably if we were to break it on a smaller time frame, I think it will actually be a zone. So I'm just going to mark this, and let's actually go look to see if it will be, in fact, be another zone. I'm going to put it as blue. I'm down on the 5. Oops, sorry, not the 5. The 1. Yeah, we'll look at that later. Let's go back to the 4. Yeah, this is a 4. This one, I like this one. Okay, nothing's broken so far. 3-hour, 4-hour here. 45. This 1 hour is broken, it looks like. Let's make sure. Yeah, that one's broken. This one is broken for sure too. Perfect. Okay, so there's no new 4-hour zones to add for me. 3-hour, same thing. There's nothing really new to add. That's why I feel like this session might be kind of a quick one. But that is cool with me. It's like 50% test, so that should be decent. Yeah, so 50% wick test here. We have a pivot point here, and we have a support zone here. That's kind of an interesting level to keep note of. I'm gonna pin this for now. I'm gonna put it as pink. We have pivot S1, support. What day was this? The 21st. 221, and we have 50% 3-hour wick test. Okay, we'll make it kind of small. I don't really want this to be in my way. We don't need to bold it either. Okay, cool. It's good to know. That's good to know. Look at our 2-hour. No, that one's not really anything. Okay, cool. 1 hour. No. I feel like we kind of discussed this the last time we had a charting session as far as what these levels were before, and nothing really is popping out for me here. Mm, yeah, like this one's still good, this 1 hour right here. Let's go ahead and drop that down. This one's a really strong push. I like this one. This would be an interesting level to see in the future. This whole section right here. I'm inclined to see what's going to happen there if we ever pull back to 16.4. I don't know if we are, but if we do, I'm interested. I'm interested. But yeah, okay, let's go back to our 45. Where are we? Okay, nothing. This blue one probably isn't anything then that I marked earlier. Mm-mm-mm. No, this 45 is still holding as well. We haven't retested that yet. Nothing really crazy here. This is like a lot of consolidation, so maybe a big scenario for a possible bounce. So might be interested to see if we do retest this little range right here between 900s and 80s. What is it? The 920s and 880s. Of course, it's the 80-20 rule, of course. But yeah, I'd be interested to see what happens there. And we have a pivot point. So that is going to be very interesting indeed if we break this and come down to retest the pivot. So I would be interested to see like maybe a pop-up even, retest this trend line, and then come down a pull, retest this 20s to 80s level, and if we break, come down to this pivot. So kind of like okay, I don't know how to draw on this. So we're gonna try. We are gonna try something like this. Be interested to see. I feel like we go like this. Oh, what happened to my okay, like that. Okay. You guys get the idea. We pull back and then just kind of like hang out here or whatever. And then we were to retest this here. Hopefully you guys like my drawing. But yeah, that would be kind of an interesting play tomorrow if that happens. But obviously we are gonna just remove this hideousness. Oh my goodness. How do I delete that? Mm-mm-mm. Is there an eraser I could use? As you can tell, I don't really use don't really use this stuff that much. Let me see the chat for that. Anyone making fun of me? No. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. Captain Price Juice, right? That's a great plan, right? I think the squiggles, that's what the market needs. It's gonna follow exactly what I'm saying because this is what Picasso was doing back in the day, and people were hating on him for how crazy he might have been. But here we are, fast forward years later, Picasso was like a genius at art. I'm the same way, dude. I'm literally the Picasso of trading charts. Okay, let me delete this for real. I don't even know how to delete it. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Just one at a time. You know what? I don't think I'm doing anything. Okay, let's do this. Oh, there we go. Oh my God. If it doesn't work out, don't come for me, you guys. I'm just, don't come for me. Let's see what the chat's saying real quick. Mm, Indomitable. You're half a little bit of Asian. Nice. Welcome to the team, dude. Yeah, inverse max. Just would think with bookmap said, level one. Yeah. I don't go live every day, Sunwoo. I don't have like the bandwidth right now to be able to do that. So it's not in my cards to be live trading every single day. Sorry. The trading session, I am trying my best to make it more consistent, but I've just been having a lot of different things going on that I haven't been able to secure like an actual schedule. But I need to make that happen ASAP, Rocky. Trade style, I use supply and demand zones, primarily price action and pivot points, very simple stuff, and VWAP as well. So retracement to VWAP, support and resistance off the VWAP, and then combined with other confluences like a breakout or my zones. If everything kind of lines up in the direction of the bulls or the bears, then I would take the trade, essentially. I'm not trading live right now. I'm just charting. John Wick 1 and 2. Dude, Captain Price, seriously. Yeah, look, I love John Wick. Dude, we watched number 2 and 3 like just for fun to rerun it because number 4 came out and I didn't realize it came out. So I rented it off of, I think it was Amazon Prime or something, but it's so good. So I'm still kind of annoyed at the ending. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone else that's going to watch it, but yeah, John Wick 4, the ending was just not it. I really, really was hoping for it to be just more. I want more John Wick. It's such a good series. I don't want it to end, but I guess all great things have to come to an end, right? Alfredo, where would you rank MFFU compared to other props? Whew, that's a great question. So, to be honest, I think every single prop firm that is out there has pros and cons, just like anything else in life, right? If you look at Nike, there's pros and cons for Nike. You might think that a con is the pricing of its shoe, but the pro is the quality of the shoe, right? So it kind of depends on what you're looking for as a trader. For me personally, I think my fund of futures is definitely like in the top ranks when it comes to the futures prop firm space, just because of the pricing point, especially for February with no activation fees. 50K is $90 all in. That's I think the cheapest on the market. So that's a huge, huge pro. And then the other things about my fund of futures that I like a lot is the payout policy. For example, I have my funded futures, or I'm sorry, my 50K MFFU account that I stopped trading like for the last 3 days or 4 days or something. And I don't even remember when I last traded actually. Don't quote me on that. But I'm not like super duper serious about actively trading it because I've already respected the 40% consistency rule on my 50K starter funded account. But I don't need to trade it anymore because I'm already above the buffer. I can just literally wait for the payout window to come and I can spit it and that's it. So that's definitely a huge win for me, and that's why I consider it one of the better firms in the space because it's a good payout policy, to be honest. And if you have the expert plan, it's even better. There's like literally so much flexibility with that account. So if you're able to pass that, definitely keep that expert funded account close to your heart and treat it with so much more respect because it's one of the like best accounts out there. So yeah, definitely like top four, I would have to say. I'm not going to give it a number compared to other firms, but it's for sure really, really up there, and they're continuing to develop their funding program. So I was on a call within like 2 or 3 weeks ago before the giveaway talking about what they have in store for my funded futures traders. So the first thing was obviously the competition. And if you guys aren't familiar with it, it's similar to what Tanya Trades said. It's like the Robbins Cup for my funded futures traders. And it's a really great thing because if you already have an active account with them, you can literally just use that. You don't have to pay anything to enter. And if you do end up winning the competition, the first place prize is a 25K live account. And then the prizes as it goes down is just still really, really good. So I think that's a great way to kind of build on the My Funded Futures traders and kind of help the traders already with them. And obviously attracting more, it's a good marketing thing. And then on top of that, the other second thing that we talked about on the call for developing the program was the different account styles. So if you're part of their Discord group, they recently put out a quick little message asking for people's opinions if they should do a one step versus a two-step similar to forex. But it's pretty much what we're doing already now, but it's just kind of worded differently at the same time. And it would be helpful for forex traders to transition easily. So I was able to recommend like, hey, maybe you should just keep the accounts the way that they are, and then maybe add another category for maybe that new account idea that you're offering. And they actually take people's feedback. So that's another huge thing that we were talking about on the call. So yeah, there's a lot of other things in the works with the static accounts, with the sizing of the static accounts, with more competitions, the promotions that they're going to come out with really, really soon. Really, really cool stuff is all I'm going to say. So hopefully I answered your question as far as how would I rank them versus other companies. I just see that they're actively trying to like help all traders and not just futures traders, forex traders too. Because if you're aware of like all the unfortunate stuff with forex traders, their brokers and the prop firms and stuff that are, moving to new brokers and not allowing US traders to be a part of their program and all this stuff. And, at the end of the day, like whether you're futures, forex, stocks, options, crypto, it doesn't matter. If you're a trader, I think it's just having the ability to trade is so huge. I mean, it's what we want to do, right? And if a trader out there is not able to, trade, I can only feel for them because I know how much passion and love I have for trading. And it would suck if it was taken away from me because I'm part of the US. You know what I mean? So my funny features definitely is trying to include everybody, and I think that's great. So yeah, I'm gonna stop it there. I'm like rambling. And no, you don't have to buy an account with them. Just giving you my honest opinion per your question. So yeah, okay. Captain Price, TradingView Daily. I use white background. I'll have to consider that. Yeah, I like the black just because it's dark. I don't know. It's dark. Um, yeah, Bob Ross, you liked my picture, right? It was good. For anyone that just barely came in, you missed out on my free art lesson. Feel free to go back in the video. It's a pretty good one. If it happens, make sure you tag me. If it doesn't happen, just pretend I never even did that. What's up, Travis? Good to see you, dude. Hopefully you're not working out in the middle of the night like you were in your live stream the other day. I should probably start doing some push-ups. You inspired me. Let's see. I don't watch any Korean shows, but I will have to admit there's a few Korean dramas I've watched in the past. Stairway to Heaven, Boys Over Flowers. It's my people, you know? All Asians are Asians. It's my people. I did fall for their snail mucin thing for the Korean skincare. Korean skincare is the way to go. Like, I struggle a lot with acne and breakouts and everything. And ever since I started this snail mucin, it's helped a lot with like hydrating the skin. I'm not a skincare page, but I'm just answering your question. Yeah, I'm not answering your question, but I'm just going on a tangent. Anyways, oh, Travis, you watch K-dramas? Dude, let's go. That's so cool, dude. What's your favorite K-drama? Super cool. Love that, dude. Love that. Sumo, have you ever been trading? How long have you been trading futures? Do you know about ICT concepts? I've been trading futures market since November 28th of 2022. That was the very first day I ever got into the actual market. I think that's when I first opened my demo account with Trade. I have to double check on the official date, but I know for sure it was that time frame, the very like last week or so of November. I actually just got laid off of my job, and it was a really unfortunate circumstance, but in a way I feel like it opened my perspective on trading, and I feel like that is the spark as to why like I'm so like serious about it now. And ICT concepts, I am familiar with them. Like I've seen them all over social media. I don't use them myself. I've seen like the whole fair value gap thing. I tried to dabble into that a little bit with my charts. But I feel like it's the same kind of idea when you're looking at volume and when you're looking at like order flow. So I don't feel the need to put a FVG on my chart to, yeah. Hey, what's up, David? Good evening. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, Adelina Hernandez. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Thank you for everyone, by the way, for hopping into this late night stream. I don't typically like stream often, so I need to make that a thing to be consistent. But it's good to see you. How are you doing? How was your day? How was your weekend? Everyone, tell me how your weekend went is actually. Hopefully you had a good one. If you're from California, it's actually sunny, so can't really complain. It was a good weekend. Yeah, Travis came in right for the art. You're welcome. You see, just take what. Honestly, I'm not even a trader. I'm just an artist. Okay, for real. Everyone came in here for charting, so I'm getting distracted with the chat. I think at this point I should just come to do live streams to chat, not even to do anything else charting related. Maybe I can do art classes. Okay, so this 30 minutes. No, never mind. There's a long wick here, so I'm not liking that. This one's kind of an interesting pulse right here. I kind of like this for the 30-minute, but the wick on the bottom is kind of a strong push off. So we'll just keep it to be mindful. But if you were here early when I talked about this kind of range area between the 20s to like the 80s or so, Obviously, it pulls back into right below 70s. But we do have some demand there, right? So that's where I would be interested. Again, with my art lesson, I'll pull up to, just to see if we can retest this trend line, possible push for new all-time highs, if that's possible. Otherwise, we'll have a rejection pulling back into this kind of area, do a little bit of trees and land, and then we'll fall off the waterfall and come to the pivot. So that's my idea for tomorrow if we are on the bear side. So yeah, okay. But we'll leave that marked up just because that is actually something we're looking forward to for tomorrow. We're going to say watch for range or consolidation. No, range. Range. Let's go ahead and bold it and make it bigger. All right, 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm not vibing in with anything for the 15-minute. This would also be an interesting kind of range area too. So between like 800s-ish to maybe like right below here, like 70s. So it's like a 30, 40 point range right here that I'd be interested to see. So if we would be able to break that, I would put it like right here. No, 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 no. Okay, that's not moving. But you know what? I can go like this. It would be something like this to see if we would, possibly break this if we were ever come back into it. So it's kind of like the same idea looking here at this 30-minute zone. We kind of like bounce around to see if we push up or we push down. Same thing here too. I'm not going to mark it because there's not really anything for me to mark, but that's something I'll keep note of. And the second confluence I have for this possible consolidation range is this pivot point. That was an important one for Thursday and Friday based off the 15-minute chart. So that'd be kind of another area. This one also, it's between the support and this pivot, so I would expect some consolidation here. If we don't have it, then we don't have it. It really just depends on like everything else, like news and all that fun stuff. But okay, that's it for demand zones. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over now to supply zones. So it's not really that much since we obviously just came back to all-time highs and actually broke it. So 3 hours, nothing. 2, 1. Yeah, this is way too big for me to draft up. What is this at 1 hour right here? Oh, yeah, right here. Let me see if we actually, did we close above this 1 hour zone? Yeah, we did a little bit here. We did 1, 2, 3, 3.5 candles closed over. I'm going to leave it for now just for reference for when I do trade. Okay, I think we're on the 1 hour. That's where I was. Yeah. So, yeah, okay, nothing. 45, long wick. That's invalidated, so there's not a zone for me. What is that? No, that's too long of a wick. 30 minutes. Possibly this one. Possibly. I'd like to see a retest of this tomorrow if we do come back up to this area. I'm also not going to draft it though. I don't feel like we need to. But I mean, I'm going to keep note, like a mental note, 970, 980s area right here. This little 30-minute candle body. But nothing else. 15 right here. This one, oh, this one's kind of good for an intraday. So yeah, this one's kind of decent. Maybe even this one too. Um, I think I'm gonna go ahead and mark this one just for point of reference as well. Boom. So again, this is more intraday. So level I'm looking for while we're trading New York tomorrow, unless London we end up hitting it or something. But if we do continue to respect this and pull up, like I'm kind of anticipating for tomorrow to be like a nice pull up, we might come into this area for either some consolidation, rejection. It's right up to the pivot as well. And if we reject, cool, we can pull down or push up into this 1 hour before we reject again. But that's one level I'm potentially looking at. This one is also a little interesting to watch. I'm not going to mark it just because I don't want to have multiple boxes in like my chart. It's too claustrophobic. But I am, again, mental notes. We have that 80s area before that I'm looking for right here to push up into for the morning or even overnight. And then for New York Open, if we do push into this 15-minute, awesome. Depending on order flow, we'll see what happens there. And if we continue bull side, then this next level up here between like 40s to 60s, I'd like to see this kind of retest. You know what I'll do actually? I'm going to go ahead and put a little thing here just so I know all my levels. I'm going to do P2. Okay, and this one will be number 1. So that's my bull side. If you saw my picture earlier. And then again, rejection to the downside. We want to see some movement into this 30-minute right here if we're going to bounce or if we're going to fall through. So this is price target 1, and this is P2. Oh, wait, was that number 2? Oh, this is number 2, 836. Right? Wow, and I'm starting to forget my own charts. But yeah, at least we have an idea for our P2, our price target 1s and 2s for the most part. Okay, cool. So 15-minute. And then 5 minutes, I mean, same thing. So this is an interesting one too. So I'm feeling pretty good about this 15-minute on the upside. If we do retest it anyway, so if we break it, we have this first 5-minute that was rejected, possible second one tomorrow, but we have this whole area that we first initially created from the 15 and then again on the 5. So that's 2 lower time frames for an intraday target level. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if this 30-minute has anything for me. Where's my box at? Did I mess it up? There it is. Not really, just consolidation. Okay, cool. But that's everything I'm looking at for the chart for tomorrow. So before I go over to the chat, before I go over to the chat, let's do the market news for the week. So Monday, I believe this is Eastern time. Yeah, so ET, Eastern time. We have new home sales at 10, so that's 7 a.m. my time. Tuesday, we have goods, price index for homes, consumer confidence. Okay, what's our previous 114? Forecast is 115, so 0.2 up. Let's see how that goes. I wonder what our last month's consumer confidence was. Thursday, oh, whoops, I'm scrolling too fast. Wednesday, we have a speech at 12, so at 9 in the morning for my time, GDP as well. And then Thursday, we have jobless claims. So I feel like Thursday, we're definitely going to have a lot of movement. Wednesday, probably a little bit of consolidation before a nice move towards like the middle or end of day. I'm going to guess just because before speeches, usually we have kind of ugly price action. So I'm going to try to stay out Wednesday morning and not focus too much on my funded accounts. Maybe I'll just work on my evals. Thursday, definitely a lot of volatility in my opinion. We have a bunch of speeches for starters. Then we have initial jobless claims. We have PCE, core, and regular. And then we have PMI. So everyone that's watching stream, y'all definitely be safe on Thursday, okay? Just make sure you're being safe because there's a lot of stuff going on. And then on Friday as well, we have PMI, consumer sentiment, our final numbers, and we have more speeches. So for sure, end of week is going to be kind of crazy. So please be careful with your funded accounts. If you have funded accounts, evals, still be careful. But yeah, cool. And then for next week, what do we have going on? Do we have anything exciting? Mainly Friday, we have non-farm. So yeah, more towards middle to end of week, I'm expecting a lot more volatility. So we'll see what happens. But that is going to be that. Let's go ahead and check out the chat real quick before we hop off here. Thanks everyone again for hopping in. I appreciate y'all. Captain Price, Korean chips are so good. What Korean chips are you eating, by the way? I don't even know if I've had Korean chips. I think because I go to the Asian store so much, I just kind of grab whatever, and it's a bunch of Asian wording on there that I can't read. So beats me if it's Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese. I don't know but I know if it's good, I get it. So, but if you have tried the really silver, bright silver corn chip bag, I think it literally says corn chips on them. They're actually pretty darn good. They're not like salty, they're actually sweet corn chips. So if you're into like the sweeter side of chips, it's pretty good. I usually like spicy, but those are like one of those chip bags that I'm totally down to just go for. But yeah. And then the yam yams or yan yans or something, the strawberry pink one, they're not chips, but they're like these little thin breadsticks you dip into like the little strawberry sauce. Or it's not like a liquidy sauce, but it's like a frosting. So good. So good. It's like $1. It's like $1. So it's so good. Trade of it would be better if they had a better trade copier. Valid. Yeah, I wish that they changed the way that the P&L said it or says it on the screen instead of saying P&L for all of the accounts combined together. So if you have, for example, 5 accounts and you're trading one con per account, it's technically listed as like 5 accounts. Oh, oh, sorry. I got a phone call. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you guys. But yeah. Oh, okay. Getting another phone call. Let me put myself on D&D real quick. How do I do that? Over here. Okay, perfect. So, anyways, yeah, pretty cool. Oh, my light went out. That's fine. Let's read the rest of the chat here. Silver bullet strategy that works pretty good, or 15-minute breakout works well. Yeah, the 15-minute breakout, I don't know about the silver bullet one. I don't know what that is, but the 15-minute breakout, if you're talking about like the opening range breakout, I definitely use that in the morning. So like the first 15 minutes or the first 30 minutes or even 45, I usually find there's like a really nice move. And then if it's still kind of consolidating during that time frame, usually like at my time, I think around 7:45, 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, it has like a nice move after the whole consolidation ugliness. So, what is the silver bullet strategy? Maybe I should Google that. ICT is liquidity picks and gaps in liquidity, mostly rephrasing of old methods. I hate winter. I feel that, Bryce. Hate winter as well. I'm definitely a summer kid. I feel you, dude. I feel you. And yeah, the whole mostly rephrasing of old methods. I agree. It kind of seems that way, to be honest, when I did take a look into some of it, mainly the fair value gaps and then what I've seen on the internet. Whatever works for you guys, cool. As long as it helps you with your trading, that's all that really matters. I know some people hate on supply and demand zones, some people hate on supply or support and resistance. Some people just hate the word in general. I know some people hate the word ICT because, they think that it's literally just rephrasing old concepts as well. Just put my light back on. But yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, if you're profitable and it works for you, just go for it. Like whatever works for you. But I don't personally use ICT concepts in my trading. I've been recommended to do it, but I just don't feel the need. I think I've been sticking to my strategy or at least this foundational thing about supply and demand zones for a bit, and I don't want to like jump different strategies. I'm just gonna try to stay as consistent as possible. And then when I feel really confident with my consistency of how I'm doing with the strategy and all that, then eventually I'll add in. And I feel like over time I'll be in a place where I could definitely add more to my playbook. But for right now, I want to be able to master one thing at a time, if that makes any sense. Thanks for going on live. I don't see any crypto donation addresses anywhere. Um, I'm sorry, I'm not even sure what that is, but yeah, we don't, at least on this channel, we don't do any like crypto trading or crypto addresses stuff. But yeah, I do crypto trading on my own, like totally offline. I don't post about like numbers or anticipations or expectations or anything like that. It's just my own thing. Diamond hand hodler. So yeah. Um, compete with one other compete with one other Tanya trader. Sorry, Captain Price. I don't know what you're saying there. Appreciate you though. Appreciate you. Mm, designed to ensure account longevity and risk management. 50K is 2,000. What does this mean exactly? Yeah, so constructive crits, if you're still on the live stream, to break that down in the comments. So for anyone that's still in here as well, Someone had asked about the withdrawal thresholds for my funded futures on the starter plan specifically. So for the starter plan funded accounts, if you have it, you are limited for the first few payouts. For a certain amount, whatever your drawdown is, that's really the max you're able to pull out. So in my case, I have the 50K starter plan funded account, and the max I'm able to withdraw is $2,000. I believe it's the first 60 days. I don't have the website up in front of me, obviously, but with anyways, with the 50K starter plan though, with that max withdrawal, that's going to be for the first few payouts, and then after, if it is 60 days, please check the website because I don't have it up. If after the 60 days you still have the account, you're able to withdraw however much you want. So there's no more cap after that. So yes, for the starter plans, there is a certain threshold you're able to withdraw up to a certain amount of time. And then after that like threshold time frame is over, you can withdraw as much as you want, just like the expert plan moving forward. So hopefully that clears that up. But yeah, Jamari, my PA account has been stuck with limit orders open. I can't close for like 4 days. Oh, dude, what? I'm sorry about that. Ooh, I don't know if you've already talked to the customer support team for Apex about it, but I would definitely do that. And if you could, what I usually do is I include a bunch of screenshots of everything and anything, like anything to build my case and supports what I'm saying. Like I send everything, and that's for any company too, because like if I know it's not me, I'm gonna send you everything to make sure you fix it, you know? So same thing with Topstep, My Funded Futures, Elite, Lilu, Bullinox, every single company I've ever had problems with, I submit everything to back up my claim. So I would highly recommend for you to do the same thing. But I'm sorry about that, about your PA account. Hope they're able to fix it for you. But if you do want to check out My Funded Futures, great company, can't go wrong. I'm a big fan of Apex, My Funded Futures, all the companies I've talked about on my channel. Y'all know. What's up, Oliver? Good to see you. Good to see you. The Bollinger Band and 30 RSI. Um, I don't use the Bollinger Band, something like that, and the RSI. I used to use that, but I don't really use it as much anymore. I'm starting to incorporate actually volume bars at the bottom of my charts for TopStep X platform just to give it a go. And it's been a little bit helpful. I actually traded earlier today. I don't typically do that, but I was charting a little bit on my TopStep X platform, and it's okay. I'm gonna put on the volume bars, and it actually helped one of my trades. I walked away like $210 or something in profit, like right above 200 bucks. It's like, oh, perfect. Gonna walk away. Not gonna touch that account until the day after. So trying to get that account to a payout. EMA cross. I do look at the EMA. Yes. ZXN 3D. EMAs, love them. Just a very simple indicator on the chart. Helps a lot with kind of seeing what's going on. My EMAs are actually on my TradeAvate account. They're not on my TradingView. The TradingView platform that I'm using here is mainly for my levels that I'm looking at and possible trend lines. Whereas TradeAvate, I have the EMA to add the extra confluence in that moment. So I have usually my TradingView account or charts right here, and then my TradingView on the other, or whatever. You get what I'm saying. So I can have both up, and as everything adds up, then I'm able to execute on a trade. Of the weekend. Dude, me too. I've been stuck on, the one song Hawaii by The Weeknd and Maluma? Ooh, that is my jam, dude. So good. So good. And then Blinding Lights? Yep. Play that real quick before I go into the gym. That's it. I don't really. So I went to college a few years ago and I actually majored in Spanish for almost 3 years before I switched, like 2.5 years, 2 years actually, something like that. And I was gonna finish like pull through with graduating with Spanish as my major, and then I'm just so silly and so stupid. I switched it to a different one. I should just follow through, to be honest, because I could have just had that as a degree and went to go live somewhere like in Spain or in wherever, Latin America, and like be a teacher. But I'm just so dumb I didn't do it. And yeah, now my Spanish is absolute trash. Like I could understand more than speak, but it's not really fully there. And I speak more Spanish than I do Vietnamese, which is my mother language, mother tongue. So you guys didn't need to know that. But anyways, that's a little bit of context about the Hawaii song. Do you have any deals for other prop firms for me? Yeah. Oh, you guys have a bad relationship. Sorry about that, dude. Hopefully that relationship can get fixed. 'Cause yeah, that sucks. But I do have other firm links if you want to trade with them. Indomitable, feel free to. It's actually going to be in the description of my videos. I do trade with Apex, My Funny Futures, Top Step, Elite. Um, I think that's my main ones. Trade Day as well. Those are my main companies I'm trading with for 2024 for right now. But I have had past experience with, I don't have an affiliate with TickTick, but I've traded with them before. They're cool or whatever. Don't have any more real experience with them, so I can't really speak on the company. But also, I've traded with Lilu, with Bullinox, and I think that's everything, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, all my affiliate links are in the description, so feel free to check it out if you want to try other companies. Let's see. Just how are you? Made on time. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I'm actually gonna be ending really soon, so you came literally at the perfect timing because we're about to hit like an hour on this stream. So welcome in. How are you? How's everything going? I'm doing good though. Thanks for asking. I'm actually really happy that I decided to stream. I find it actually really fun to be able to get to talk to you guys a bit more because, yeah, for big streamers out there, like not me, but like Patrick or Tanya or Alpine, that have a lot of like notifications, I'm sure, like it's a lot of stuff to go through. So having a live chat is actually really fun because I get to actively talk with you. So it's really cool. Discord in the works. Actually, I was thinking about opening a Discord within the next like month or two, but I wasn't sure if enough traction was going to come into it. So I think I might do another poll, like what I usually do in the community tab. So when I do post that, everyone that's in the stream right now, please, please, please vote on that thing if you would join a Discord if I were to make it. It would be free, 100% free. So, you can come in there, chat with other people in our community, do whatever you want to do in there. Obviously, keep it friendly, PG-13 type thing. But yeah, like we could talk trading psychology, strategies, what you see in the market, like levels, any deals, like all that good stuff. Probably do it in there. And then I might open like a voice channel. I was thinking where we can actually interactively talk to each other. Whoever wants to hop into a voice like chat and it would be live for everyone to kind of like jump in and speak. I think that would be kind of cool, to be honest. Because we're all like learning, we're all like trying to be supportive of each other. So let me know what you guys think about that. When do you think you'll be ready for your personal account? So, it's so funny you ask. Oh my God. So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be ready for a long time. No, so I actually had personal accounts in the past. I actually created one back when I did penny stocks. So that was with TD Ameritrade. That was cool. That was fun. I was like, I think a break even on penny stocks, if I'm being quite honest with you. Didn't really have a feel for penny stocks though. Just doesn't fit my personality like futures does. And then I had a personal account with options. So I did options trading like with the Greeks and everything. I'm definitely negative from that. And I decided not to do options anymore. But I think in the future, maybe we'll see. So I have had personal accounts, and then with futures, I have had a personal account that is completely obliterated. Dude, that thing is long gone. So yeah, as far as being ready for one, not for a while. I think right now, what I would like to do is stick with prop firms, and then maybe move into like keeping like my demo account as well, because I have a demo account with Tradevate. So I'm still kind of playing around with trades in that one, like executing random trades here and there on my demo account with Tradevate, to get like more confidence in doing that without any restrictions from a prop firms, like what their rules are. But I like prop firms. I think it's a good place to be in for right now. So maybe not for another maybe another year or something. Not trying to put too much of a timeline on getting a personal funded account because yeah, I had one not too long ago. And like I said, whew, she's gone. So if I had the funds from that personal account and I just reinvested it back into prop firms instead, like I wouldn't have one lost its like I mean, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have lost all the funds so quickly because if you buy an account with any prop firm for X amount of dollars, it's still going to be way less than funding your own personal account. So I'm just going to throw a random example number out there, but for a personal fund account, if I had $1,000 in there, like I could have easily bought a bunch of accounts with my funded futures and just trade with them instead, or with TopStep, or with any other company. So Yeah, it would definitely have kept the longevity of that $1,000 for a lot longer instead of blowing it within like 1 or 2 days. So, yeah, I think I'm probably gonna try to build up on some payouts before I ever create a personal funded account. So, yeah, take advantage of prop firms where we can, you know? You never know when it's gonna go down the well, especially with the whole forex stuff that's happening. Like, you just never know. I mean, future's a lot more safe, in my opinion. I think it's gonna be here for a while, but taking advantage of it while I can. I love corn chips, dude. Yeah, the corn chips are bomb, dude. Can't go wrong. Mm, you should trade things I have accounts open, but I don't. Yeah, definitely gotta talk to customer support about that. I wouldn't want you to lose your accounts if like things are stuck in place. So yeah, that wouldn't be fair. Definitely take screenshots of it. Did you qualify for a payout last week? Yeah, I actually qualified for my payout. Well, not last week. I don't qualify for last week. It's this week. Because my 2 weeks for the calendar on the My Fun Features account, it'll be up. So I'll be able to submit that. So I'm super duper excited. It'll be my first one ever with that company. So I'll definitely make a video about that and I'll post like the process of it for my channel and my journey on it. So yeah, feel free to tune in if you guys want to see that. It'll probably be like the middle to the end of the week because I think the 29th or the 28th is my 14th day. So yeah, we'll submit it at that time. Undauntable just found your yeah, now I'm live for a bit. Welcome in, welcome in. ICT essentially defines everything and oops, I lost it. I lost the message. Shoot. Sorry guys. Oh, here we go. Defines everything and throws it at you, which works for me. Yeah, dude, literally, if it works for you, that is all that matters. If you like it condensed, like you don't have to like search everywhere for a very intense course with ICTs, what I've noticed is it's all in one thing. And because it's all like jam packed into one thing, it's easier for people to just take that one thing and just dissect it as they go along instead of, I need to go find this over here and this over here and get another teacher here and like, and I need more elaboration on this concept over here. So definitely is nice to have everything all in one place with his strategy, but I still don't personally use it myself. So whatever works for you. Been trained for 4 years and always thought problems were scam. I'm going to start my own top step journey tomorrow. Dude, let's go. Congrats first on being able to hit 4 years as a futures trader. That's literally so huge. Being able to stay like consistent with trading for that long is not easy. So whether you're green or red during your 4 years, doesn't matter. Like sticking through it, props to you. That's huge because a lot of people quit the first like 6 months to a year. So you're chugging along, dude. But definitely best of luck on your top step journey. I think props definitely have, maybe not the best reputation for people outside of the prop firm community, but once you dabble into it, you see that the payouts are legit and people all around the world are being paid it. Like, why not take a stab and get a piece of that cake as well? You know what I mean? um, So we can, oh no, I can't see your YouTube name. It's a bunch of numbers, but the crypto address person, don't worry about it. You don't have to donate anything to me. I'm just here to hang out and do a quick session. It's not even quick, it's been an hour, but just here to vibe with you guys. So I appreciate you though. Thank you. Good luck with Tops Up X. You're pretty awesome. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah. To Undauntable, yeah, dude, good luck. It's a pretty great platform, honestly. Like I think they are really kind of stepping it up with the trading platform game. And especially they've opened a new thing where you can vote and submit your like feature request that you want on the platform. And other people can vote on that feature request that you put in. Like they're literally taking feedback and trying to get as much as they can to improve the platform. So that is huge in itself. Are Top Step legit? Yes, they are legit gazillionaire. They've been in the space. They're actually the OGs. They've been in the space since 2012. So I believe 2010 was when Michael Patak had created the actual company itself. But to go like official and everything, like everything to Top Step LLC, that was 2012. So they've been around for a while. Definitely legit. They pay out their people. And I think within the last year, they've made a lot of changes to the program that has really roped in a lot more traders. So good on them for finally like adapting and making the necessary changes, to be honest. So they're definitely legit. Let's see. My Funny Features, hard to pass evals. less contracts and that 1K drawdown killed me. Ooh, I feel that, dude. Yeah. Like it took me such a long time to pass my first eval with my funded futures. Thank you guys for the hearts. Appreciate you. Yeah, it took me such a long time. Like this past week or 2 weeks, that's when I passed for the first time, if you saw my video on it. And I was struggling, dude. I was talking about like risk management and rushing it, especially with the 1 day pass. Like it was not pretty. It was not pretty just putting accounts on the drain. And I'm really glad I was able to kind of adjust and make it happen this time. And you know what I've really, really realized, and it's something I want to talk about in the next couple months as I start to like see how my trading performance goes, is drawdown. Do end of day versus static versus trailing. Dude, it's crazy, crazy different. Like I've always been very open for every single one and just being open to whatever like the account is about, whatever the company's about. But this past week alone, I've just the way that I trade is so different depending on the account. Like with the end of day and the static, I'm gonna let that trade run. I'm gonna let it do what it wants to do. I'm gonna move my stop and let it trail my TP, or I'm sorry, let it trail my open position. And if it goes near my TP, I might move my profit target higher to another level that is on my chart that I see might hit and just continue with my stop or just let those runners run. With the trailing, I've realized I need to just cut that thing quick. I want to make sure I'm locking in those profits until the drawdown becomes static. Because if it's still trailing me and it reverses back to my stop loss, that in itself is a reason, like more times than not, like, well, run one, I'm wrong on the trade or I have a bad entry, so that's on me. But the number two, like, with the trailing, I should just take my profits, dude. Like, I don't need to get TP number two. I can just TP number one and be happy with it, like, until my trailing drawdown becomes static. And then with static, I mean, that doesn't move at all. So that I think is a really great account in itself. So I feel you. But definitely take your time with it, like you definitely don't have to rush it. And with, less contracts, that kind of forces you to really, really manage your risk a lot better. And I feel like with the, limited contracts, at least it forced me to recognize how bad my habits have been becoming because I've had like the access to such high contracts. And it's tough, dude. Like having 10 contracts versus one or two, like the money on a 10 con move is so much. It's so quick. You can pass the eval so fast. But when you're limited to one or two, like you have to be very, very just open to letting your trades run if you have like a big move coming and stuff. And that's what I had to recognize with myself. So that's why I've kind of appreciated my funded features a lot because it forced me essentially to stop trying to YOLO like evals. So oh, Tanya, what's up, dude? Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, Tanya. Oh, Tanya, you didn't have to do that. Holy cannoli, dude. Hey, appreciate you. Hey, guys, Tanya Trades is in the chat. What's up? Love watching your journey, Jess. I'm rooting for you. Let's get it this week. Oh, dude. First of all, girl, I'm gonna send this back to you. So you better answer my DM on Twitter. First of all, you haven't responded back to me. But second of all, thank you so much for the dono. I really appreciate it. Wow, that's crazy. That's the first dono I've ever gotten. You didn't have to do that. But if everyone hasn't already been watching Tanya, which I'm sure you have, she is literally a female goat of the trading space. Like she is just crazy good at trading. If you guys want to learn anything with patience and be able to read markets and anything specifically about ICT as well, she's literally ICT's daughter. So yeah, definitely you guys should check her out. I think she's awesome. I appreciate you, girl. I hope that you freaking get a bag this week. Can't wait to see you freaking get your next payout, dude. You better get that Top Step Live account, huh? Making too much money, dude. Wow, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Um, let's see, where are we? Where are we? Um, sorry, the chat is like going too fast for me now. Whew. Mm, I don't like. Yeah, the for the Apex payout policy, definitely, to each their own. I think every prop firm has a different kind of payout policy. I know that there's some that do daily withdrawals like Blue Sky or Take Profit Trader. For Apex, there is like a certain window you can request your payout, and there's a cap on how much you can withdraw. But one of the biggest upsides is if you do have multiple, accounts, you're able to take quite a bit of payouts out. Like for example, the 50K is super duper popular, one of the best like profit target to drawdown ratios, and the withdrawal is crazy good, like 2,000. And if you have 5 accounts, that's 10,000 for one payout period. And if you do it times two, that's 20K for a month. So yeah, it definitely depends on the company you're going with, but there's pros and cons for I think every payout policy. Um, let's see. Yeah, Indomitable, it's definitely easier to hold on to the language when you're surrounded by it, for sure. My mom speaks to me in Vietnamese, and I be doing like Vietnam English to her, like there's Spanglish, but it's like Vietnam English. So I'll be mixing things around. Dude, speaking to my grandma, it's so, yeah, I love my grandma. I feel so bad for her, like listening to her or having her struggle with my terrible Vietnamese, but we trying. And everyone that's in the chat right now, I'm actually done charting. Let me, before I continue on, because there's actually a lot of chats coming in, I'm probably going to log off in the next like 5 minutes. But let me go ahead and save this chart. I'm going to put it in the thing for you guys to see. Let me go ahead and do it on the 15-minute time frame as well. Copy link. Okay. Where is... oh, I'm going to post it into the YouTube community tab, and let me actually put it into the chat for you guys right quick. There you go. Hopefully that helps. And let me, how do I pin this thing? I don't know if I'm able to actually. You know what? We're just gonna leave it like that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Can I pin it? You know what? It's not letting me here. So, sorry y'all. I'm just gonna leave it like that. We're just gonna leave it like that. Okay, cool. D Lorenzo, yep, what's up, dude? We're back. We're here. We're live. We're chilling. Got 5 more minutes left of this stream though. If I have time tomorrow, might just try to hop on it in the evening after I get off of work, to maybe hop on the charts to maybe get some new levels listed in, but can't guarantee. Depends what meetings I have at night and what projects I have to complete. And also, I want to record a video after. Well, I don't know if I can record it after this. Might have to record it tomorrow after work. So it just depends if I record that content to get it out for you guys before I go live. I know how to read Japanese, but I don't know what it means. Dude, I love that. Love that. I wish I could read Braille. I don't know if anyone knows how to read Braille, but that'd be solid. Yeah, dude, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Hope you have a nice rest of your night. Thank you for coming in, Dominable. Stay awesome. Apex is the best. Constructive, Fave Firm. My top ones, my funded futures, Top Step, shoot. My mind is slipping. Apex and Trade Day. Top four, for sure. And then Elite comes into that one as well. But yeah, I would definitely have to say the first four, hands down top ones. Mm-mm-mm. Tina, Nutty Bar was saying Elite didn't pay out someone. Ooh, that's interesting. I didn't know about that. So, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research about that to make sure I'm also aware of it too. Um, I have a few, I have for sure one friend that has been paid out, and there's another guy on social media, Brian Stonk. He has been paid out from them. There's a guy I know named Marco who's been paid out. But the close friend that I have, KP underscore trades, if you guys want to check her out on Instagram, she's super good at trading as well. She does like 1 to 2 contracts, and she'd be making like 500 to $1,000 a day. And she has unbelievable patience. Like I'm talking holding that trade for such a long time, dude. I would just be biting my nails. But yeah, she'd be holding her trades for like maybe minimum I've seen like 30 minutes, probably some scalps here and there, well, let's be honest, but I've seen her hold trades for like up to like 2 or 3 hours. So she's someone that has been paid out by Elite. So I think it all depends on experience, maybe like trading systems and how people are treating the actual program. So I think if the firm that you are deciding to trade with at the end of the day, for a majority of the traders are being paid out, like that's huge. Because if there's like one or a couple, or not one, but if there's like less percent of people not getting paid out, definitely have to look at the circumstances of that situation. Because a lot of people have definitely been paid out. So it's interesting to know about that. Am I not speaking loud? Uh, Hopefully I speak a little bit louder. Let me know if this is way too loud, you guys. Yeah, definitely take advantage of liquidity of Apex and the amount of people in Apex. It's like a bubble. Um, yeah, they've been blowing up like crazy. Like they're on the news. They have their own live stream for Trade with Bacon show. So yeah, they're kind of blowing up, dude. They're definitely being recognized by a lot of different companies. So they have one of the highest like website visitors too. So big ups for them, dude. SK Sarif, for your TradingView subscription. So you are able to trade with TradingView if you have Tradevate, like with a prop firm. So I know for Elite though, if you have Elite Trader funding, you have to actually pick TradingView in order to trade on TradingView. Because if you pick Tradevate, it won't work. But with like Apex, if you pick Tradevate, then it will give you access to TradingView and you are able to place trade there. If you are with MyFunded Futures or Top Step, same thing. If you pick Tradevate, they will give you access to TradingView and you can place trades there. And you could mark the charts and get level one data like live on the chart as well. Tanya. Hey, what's up, dude? I'm sorry, Tanya. I'm barely getting to your message. As you can see, there's a lot, and I think I kind of talk a lot to every single comment for the most part. So if you are barely hearing me talk to your comment, everyone, sorry. But what's up, dude? How are you, Tanya? How's everything going, dude? I'm buying last minute, 90% off emails. Dude, you might as well. It just ended, you guys, by the way. Shoot, I should have probably told everyone that. But yeah, the 90% sale is over now. It should have been a minute ago. So yeah, hopefully you're able to take advantage of it. But yeah, dude, such a great sale, and I don't know when they're gonna have it. I think CEO Daryl Martin talked about it in his video that that 90% sale is not gonna come back for possibly a few months. Just like how the last time we had it was in November, so it's like 3 or 4 months now. So hopefully you're able to take advantage of it now. The sale is going to be 80% off recurring. So with Tanya, dude, hey, honestly, I feel you. I thought yesterday was Sunday, so I was like, oh shoot, I should probably buy some accounts. So I bought five more 50Ks just to have it, just to realize it was Saturday. And I was freaking out for no reason. Because I don't have my card saved on my computer to prevent me from spending more than I should. But yet here I was like scrambling for my card to be able to buy it. And I bought five more. With it's just I feel you, dude. I feel you. Let's get those payouts, dude. 2024 is the year. Hey, what's up, Bow Bow? Y'all, Bao Bao is the OG sub from back in the days when I was like really below 1,000 subscribers. So appreciate you, Bao Bao. It's good to see you. And I believe you're the one of the first subscribers I made. And actually, like your comment, I made a YouTube video off of it. So it's good to see you. I remember a lot of the OG people. Captain Price, I know you since the book map days, like, since last year too. So D. Lorenzo, my view on the 300K Apex, I think that if you are able to trade the 300K Apex account, dude, big ups to you. $20,000 profit target is not a joke. And having access to, I don't know how many contracts it is, and being able to manage your emotions and psychology while trading with that much size and trying to push for a 20K profit target on the eval, dude, like big respect to you, honestly. But for my personal preference, I think the 300K, although it's really pretty to say I have a $300,000 account, I think it's more beneficial to have like smaller multiple accounts. So that's just me. I think if you're able to kind of adjust the perspective of a 50K account versus the 300K or even the 25K, yeah, it just seems like it makes more sense. The 300K, like the profit targets, the drawdown ratio is, I think it's like 2.5 or 3x, whereas like the 50K is it's almost a 1-to-1, or even the 25K is a 1-to-1, which is a lot easier to meet that target. You might not have as many contracts and you might not have as much drawdown room, but In reality, I mean, if you really wanted a bigger size account, I think the 150K is a lot better than the 300K. So instead of spending however much money it is for 300K, I think it's like with the 90% or 80%, it's like 100 something dollars. You can literally spend that same amount on multiple littler accounts and get one, probably more payouts, and two, just a better way of being able to pass them without, being stuck in it for too long too. That's my perspective, but teach your own. Um, why not just spam 50 or 25? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your second comment, Jamari, same. Yeah, spamming the 50 or 25, it just makes sense. Yeah, dude, Captain Price, prop firm CEOs and stuff, founders of these things, they're smart. Now that there's a bunch of retail traders that have the chance of like dabbling into the market because everything's online, like, why not just milk the retail traders? Like they're milking me for sure. So they're smart. Um, oh, dude, DiLorenzo, you passed 300K on Friday? Dude, you see? Like, what did I just say? Big shout out to you, respect for you, dude, because that is not easy, honestly. Like my heart cannot handle that P&L just up and down. I just cannot. So, yeah, respect you. Bow Bow, that's cool because Bow Bow's an OG. You can leave your code in there. I don't even care. I really don't care. Let's see. It's more people that like be spamming, I think, the chat with doing that stuff probably, but whatever. Max withdrawal for a 150K is even worth it if unless you have it for a while. There's some people for sure, like 2750, I think is the max withdrawal for the first 3 months on Apex, if I'm not mistaken. They do have like two or three of those accounts, and they'll be racking up like almost $7,000 in payouts for one payout period, and then times two for three accounts. Like it's not too bad, and your drawdown is pretty hefty. So I think the 150K is like way better than the 300K in my opinion. But again, teach their own. Let's see. First 2 years of my journey were not easy and I blew up two accounts, but as I'm sure you know, we all pay that tuition fee before becoming consistent. Hands down, 100%. Like, my God, my debt to trader tuition is no joke. I don't even know how much I'm down on time and on life. No, no, no. Like, it's all part of it. I think just staying consistent with it and pushing through. Like Tanya, thank you again for coming in. Literally, dude, great example of staying consistent. Like she's been doing this for way less time than people are like super duper consistent and been in the market for a long time, and she's been doing her thing and she's obviously killing it. Not only in the social media space, but as a trader, like if she didn't even come online to be social media star, she'll still be milking the markets with the amazing trades and her patience and the way that she works with the market, to be honest. So definitely, sticking through it and just realizing that the tuition fee is all part of the game, accepting that you're gonna lose, you're not always gonna be right. It's all part of it. So, and I feel like I have a personality sometimes where I don't want to be wrong to myself. Freaking hate it, but it is what it is. So, okay, we're moving along. I'm gonna try to speed it up a little bit because we're at what time is it? I have no idea what time it is right now. Oh, it's 9:06. Okay, I don't want to take all of your guys' night. That's why. So, yeah. um, Tanya, my DMs are so backed. No, no, you're good. The times that we were messaging, actually, Tanya, you were experiencing it too. I remember like my notifications on Twitter were just not working. So I had like a bunch of DMs that were like flowing in, and I wasn't able to get to all of them because they started to get like backed up, and I wasn't getting notifications. So it's same thing with my Instagram. Like I get a bunch of requests, and then they just kind of like filter in and out. And I have like a general inbox, I have a primary one, and I have a request one, and I think I have another inbox too for that one. And it's just I don't even know. Like it's just flowing in, especially like ever since our community has grown a little bit here with Trades with Jess channel. It's pretty cool. The amount of notifications I've been getting, like I'm super duper grateful. But it's definitely been a lot more than before. It's been like at least 2 or 3x for me. So I can only imagine for you, Tanya. So it's cool, girl. I need to give you my phone number, honestly. So, and also Tanya, I want to come to New York, dude. I was talking about my friend KP underscore trades. She lives in New York. and I want to come visit her sometime this year, maybe even next year. Depends because I have a few different travel plans for this year already, even next year too. But I want to make it a thing to come out there, and then hopefully I can come visit you too. So that'd be freaking cool. And I have another possible like trader meetup that I want to have with some other friends, and maybe we can have like a whole trader meetup thing. I think that'd be kind of cool too. But it's everything's like talk right now. Nothing's like set in stone. So. Superstar on board. Yes, she is. Warren Mikes, thanks, Jess. Use your code. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Warren. I appreciate you for using my code. Thank you so much. Yeah, anyone that uses my code and my link, like I'm super grateful for. You guys have a lot of other options to choose from. So if you do end up using mine, thank you so much. It means a lot. It really does. One mini on a 50K fees of my family. Dude, yeah. Dude, seriously. There's actually this guy on Facebook group for the Top Step community, if you guys are part of it. I believe his name is Colin or Carter or something. Something with Parker as his last name. And it's all public. I mean, you can easily go over there. So me seeing his name, I don't think would matter. But he is, I just aspire to be like him one day. He's super patient. His entries are very sniper. He is full-time trader now. He used to be a worker of corporate, I think, before, but he recently went full-time trader like within the last like recent months, and just the way that he trades and his just everything, his performance is beautiful, and all he trades is micros. Like micros make hella money, and I definitely need to switch my perspective to that too, but or at least the trading style I do, but dude, literally like it's yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy the kind of damage you can do with micros or just one contract, honestly. Okay, I'm getting lost now. Can you merge multiple Apex accounts and trade on TradingView? I am actually not sure. I don't think you can merge multiple accounts into one and trade it on TradingView. I believe you can only trade them one at a time. TradingView doesn't have a copier as well, so I know that's something that a lot of people talk about, but that's not going to be on the prop firm. It's going to be on TradingView themselves, just because TradingView has to create and enable that kind of trade copier feature. So no, you won't be able to merge all your accounts into one to trade on TradingView specifically, and that's to my knowledge. So. Tanya, to pin it, you have to click live chat in the top left it's, instead of top chat, and then it lets you top left. You know what? Sorry, Tanya. I'm just gonna paste it again. Screw it. You guys, the link is for my trading view chart. I don't know why I can't do it. I'm on OBS. It's not, I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Thank you, girl, though. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's see, what's my main work? So my corporate job, I work as a customer support mixed with like operations. So the title itself is customer support specialist, but honestly, the responsibilities we be doing, it's like a big hybrid of both. So customer support, as you can imagine, it's everything customer facing from when they first submit an order all the way to when they receive it, and even after the fact, any issues and all that good stuff in between. Then with the operational piece, it's still a startup for the most part. And because it's still a startup, there's a lot of processes and new things that have to be developed. And so being part of those projects has been really fun and definitely opened my creative side for corporate. So that's kind of like an overall gist of what I do. So and as my main corporate job. But yeah, it's a lot more meat to that pie, and I don't want to bore you guys with what I do for work. Hopefully, it's not too boring, but yeah, it's since it's a startup, there's a lot more that goes into it, and being part of the department, there's only two of us, so yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on, and the company's only going to grow, to be honest. So just enjoying the ride and trying to breathe. I usually work at 8 o'clock in the morning and sometimes earlier, depending if there's meetings scheduled beforehand. So there's these calls where we might be on the call with like a customer and figuring out X, Y, and Z. We'll go into details, and then I'll get off as late as like 6:30 sometimes, maybe 7 on days where it's really busy. So that's why it's a little tricky with trying to have like a consistent live schedule and also being consistent with like posting content just because depends really on the workday. And one of my other outside things that I do besides work and trading is I'm really big into fitness. If anyone knew that. So that's something that I'm really, really trying to train with intent for this year. And I would hopefully want to do either a marathon by the end of this year, maybe the breast cancer marathon, or I want to get into shoot, what is it called? Bodybuilding where it's like stage weight. If you guys are familiar with like bodybuilding and how they like diet down like really extreme, I want to try that for myself. So there's a lot of stuff I'm dabbling with that and trying to build social media a little bit around that too, which is completely separate from trading. So there's like a lot of different things kind of tying into it. And then I'm also trying to get into the e-commerce space. So yeah, it's kind of a little mix of what I do outside of trading, if you guys didn't know. Yeah, dude, that's still a lot of people in here. Tanya, aim for minimum payout at elite. Heard similar. Ooh, dang. Wow. I need to do some research about that for real. Instagram, Latrice, my friend's Instagram is KP underscore trades. It's K like kangaroo, P like Peter, underscore trades, plural trades. So yeah, she's super cool. She's from New York, and yeah, big shout out to her. So if you're watching this, dude, shout out to you. I ordered my Apex merch. Let's go. That's a W. Oh man, honestly, yeah, dude, the Apex merch. I took a look at it. I was like, wow, let's put me on that merch team real quick. Let's get a little. Let's get some stuff out here. That's all I'm gonna say about the merch. What'd you get, dude? Did you get a tote or a what'd you end up getting? Mm, I lost it all. Oh, here we go. CO Blessed, Apex or Top Step? Ooh, both. I like both. I really do. I mean, Apex obviously pays out people. Like, do you not like they have over $100 million in payouts? So, like that, the numbers speak volumes to me. So there's that. Top Step has been around since the beginning stages of futures prop space. So they have a legacy. So they're definitely like FTMO, they've been here forever. And as other companies in the forex space are kind of dropping off like flies, FTMO continues to stand very, very strong. And with Top Step, they have the same legitimacy as well. So it kind of depends also if you look at a lot of different factors, but if you're looking at those main two things, I mean, you get paid out for one for sure. You get paid out for the other two, and then the other one is like one is like world or nationally recognized, which is Apex. On a bunch of different news things, they won awards and just being thrown everywhere out there in the news space. Whereas Top Step also same kind of idea, been here for a long time, pays other people. So take what you will with that, but I do like both. Bao Bao, Tanya, and Just Collab. Yeah, probably not anything trade related. I'll probably go to hang out with Tanya to learn from her, and then I'll come back and spill all the tea as far as like this is how she wakes up in the morning. This is what we need to do to become profitable traders. I got you guys, but yeah, that's the kind of collab we'll do. Tina, yeah, if you can post that link for me, or if you want to, I don't know if it's gonna let you. But if the link doesn't post, it's cool. Just you can DM me it, or you can, or maybe I'll just go to Nutty's profile or his YouTube channel, and I'll take a look. Tanya going great. 3K viewers on Friday. Shoosh. You were not used to reading live chat. No, ma'am, I am not. Definitely not. I think I talk way too much. The first times I've done a live chat, honestly, is I'm sorry, a live stream was months ago before the last recent one, and I didn't have as many people in the live chat, so I was able to just talk as much as I want. Whereas now it just keeps on going, it just keeps on going. So, mm, where am I? Okay, here we go. Yeah, dude. See, everyone in this chat loves Tanya. That makes me so happy. Do females supporting female traders is beautiful. 100 lot. How many PAs do you have? I have quite a few. I have quite a few. Yes. The goal is to get payouts for 2024, and I'm just feeling way better in the fact that I'm able to recognize a lot sooner when I'm having shit days or when I'm falling into like shit habits. So on Friday, in the beginning of this live stream, I talked a bit about it, but on Friday, I had a very crap day. And I realized that part of it was how I was treating end of day drawdown versus static versus trailing drawdown accounts. And I've noticed with end of day drawdown, like I definitely let those trades move. Whereas with the trailing, until it becomes static, I'm doing the same idea, but sometimes I'm not really, what's the best way of saying it? I'm not really respecting my stop loss or where I have my plan. So with the trailing, I want to make sure that I take my profit. I don't think I even made sense. I want to make sure I'm taking my profits on trailing until it becomes static. That's basically what I'm going to say. So I do have quite a few PAs right now, and with Apex, I'm just trying to trying to get those payouts on those 50K PAs. So yeah. Mm, Chief Chocolate, do you have to pass all five accounts within 30 days from purchase date? No, you do not. You don't have to pass your accounts within 30 days or within 1 day for that matter. You can take as long as you want. Just keep in mind that if you do have a subscription for an account, then it will continue to rebill you until you either pass that evaluation or you cancel it. So if it takes you 60 days to pass your five accounts, then it will rebill you for that second month. So again, you could take as long as you need to pass the evaluations, but just know that with the rebill date, it's going to recharge you again the next month on the same date. So if you bought it on the 10th, then the next month it will rebill you on the 10th. And again, it will only stop rebilling you until you pass the evaluations or if you cancel the accounts. Uh-uh. I appreciate someone other than Romeo appearing on my timeline. It's funny. Honestly, Twitter is funny. I love Twitter and YouTube, social media space in general. I like to just be on the sidelines, just be cackling to myself because I don't want to make a fool of myself out there sometimes. But yeah, I think I be joking around a little too much. Like outside of my YouTube videos, I just be joking around way too much. Yeah, Tanya, agree. 50K and the 150K are definitely most popular. 25K is a great one-to-one profit to draw down to for anyone that needs like the smaller account. It's the cheapest, great ratio as well. Can't go wrong. Andy, yes, the join has been announced. So I apologize that if you missed it, but it's been posted in my Twitter and also on the YouTube community tab. You can see the six winners of my funded futures. So yes, feel free to check that out. But we do have the six winners already. Oh, Indomitable, you're still here, dude. First of all, I thought you were gonna leave, but I actually hate my first name. That's why I go by Jess. I definitely prefer Jess. I feel like it matches a lot better with my personality. So yeah, my full legal name is just it's not it, dude. It just doesn't. It's just too much going on. Have you been following the Trading World Cup this year? Oh shoot, I lost it. Oh, Sergio Borjas already over 200% the first leg. It's honestly, whoa, I am not following it actually. I just know I'd be watching Patrick and him like photoshopping him being first place compared to ICT. I'd be laughing at that dude. I don't have good Photoshop skills. I don't even know how to Photoshop, actually. I don't even know how to make great thumbnails. So, yeah, like that was making me cackle as well. But no, I haven't been keeping up with it. I was keeping up with Trades by Matt. I was hoping he was going to continue like, his consistent green. And I felt so bad when he had like a bit of off days. I brought him down off the leaderboard. But, the year's still early and young. So I'm hoping like Trades by Matt, I really want him to just stay on like that top three leaderboard of it because I just love watching him. Like Matt has such a great demeanor and he's so smart and he's such a cool dude. So, um, Mari, streamers are strong. If I had that many people join their like bias at me, I'd have a red day just from FOMO. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, if people have some. They're so yeah. I can't do that either. That's why I'm not in a stage or in a place where I can live trade. Because as you can see, I could barely even get through charting my NASDAQ trading view without having to stop for like 15 minutes to talk to the chat. And it's way above time right now. It's freaking 9:23, dude. It's supposed to end at, I was supposed to do the live stream for like 15 or 20 minutes. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna cut it off at 8:30 in my mind. And then I was like, okay, you know what, for sure, hard stop at 9 o'clock. It's freaking about to be 9:30. Yeah, yeah, for sure, Tanya. I got you, dude. I'll let you know. I'll ping you or DM you, and you'll probably ignore me because you have too many DMs. Let's see. Mm, mm. Sorry, kind of going through some of the comments really quick. Okay, here we go. I think we're about to finish up. I love micros because you can take partials and leave runners. Yep, that's true. That's what his name is Callum Parker on the Facebook group from the Top Step team. Yes, literally, he is that micro trader I was telling you guys about. Incredible patience and letting those things run. Oh, Bow Bow. Tanya trades with Jess. That's so cool. I love that. It's a vibe. Tina Replicato works with TradingView to copy trade. Oh, good to know. All right, everyone. You heard it here in the chat. TradingView, or you can use Replicanto to copy trade on TradingView. I don't personally have experience with it, so I won't be able to give you guys any like opinion or tips or video on it. So feel free to do with that information as you may. Asian bodybuilding for women is better than North American. I haven't ever looked at Asian bodybuilding for women before. I'm actually a huge fan of men's physique, if you guys are familiar with men's physique. And then for classic, definitely Sebum, my favorite. Then we got, of course, Dino, like Ramon. He's pretty killer. He's stepping it up on there. So, I kind of want to get into like hybrid training though, like calisthenics or like marathon training with bodybuilding, like a whole mix. So it's kind of hard to find a middle ground with my physique as to what's going to be best for and like optimal for all three. Still trying to figure that out myself. I've been training since only 2 months now, and I'm already starting with funding challenges. Boost my learning curve since it forces me to use proper risk management thoughts. Ooh, so Sam Smith, that's a really great question you have. So if I could personally go back in time to when I first started futures trading, if I could, I would definitely stick with the demo account. And the only reason why I say that now, and I don't want to be like a hypocrite or anything, it's only because when I look in hindsight, now that I've been in it for over a year and I see how much money I've poured into prop firms, even my own personal account, I could have saved that much more. So if I could like say anything at all, because you're asking for my thoughts, so do what you want with this. But I would say do demo account for like a little bit more to at least understand what strategy you're using. So if you know exactly what strategy you are doing, 2 months in now, awesome, then cool. Like, I mean, I don't see why not. Like, if you think you're ready for prop firms, then go for it, dude. Go for it. No one's gonna stop you. No one's forcing you either. But if you feel like you don't have like a general understanding of the market, how like the news can affect the market as well, and like really, really just your strategy, what it is, then I would probably stick with demo a little bit longer just to make sure you know what your strategy is about. So that's just my personal thing if I can go back in time because it took me a few months. So I started in November, the end of November of 2022. I got into prop firms in December and I didn't have an idea of my actual strategy, like an actual one where I'm sticking through it and staying consistent with it until March. So I had about 3.5 months of me putting money into prop firms and that money was going down the drain because I didn't have any legitimate or at least a foundation of a strategy to build off of. And I was just kind of messing around as far as going from one strat to another strat to another strat and being really confused. And that in itself, being confused about my strategy, put me in more confusion about my training psychology. And I think that like pulled me back. I was talking to a friend of mine during that time. He's actually the CEO of Lilu. His name's Chris. And if you guys knew, I was, doing live streams with Chris at that time too, and still really good terms and everything like that. But during that time, I had told him, like, dude, I think I need to take like a month break from trading. And I only had just started, but I wanted to take a break because I genuinely felt like I didn't know what I was doing. And it's because I didn't know what I was doing. So that's why I would suggest, if you're able to spend a little bit more time on your demo, to make sure you have at least one really good thing from your strategy that you can continue to build off of and feel good about that one thing, then consider to move into something else or into, prop firms or something. So that's my thoughts. But if you do feel like you're ready for it, then who am I to tell you that you're not? So yeah, I would just follow your gut and follow your confidence in yourself and what you've learned for yourself and your trained psychology, what you're doing with that too. And if you feel good about all of that, then, by all means. So that's my thoughts. So yeah, if TopStep can do away with DDL and just build from zero and keep payout structure, they'd be the best. Good feedback on that one. Mm. And yeah, one thing for sure too is Sasmit, what Undauntable had said. Yeah, Training the Zone by Mark Douglas. I read a few chapters of the book. It's definitely good as you get towards the middle of the book, as well as a lot more meat to it. And there's a guy, oh my gosh, I believe it's Randall Howie or something on YouTube. I've talked about him, but I haven't listened to him in a while. But he's really great at kind of talking of the trading mental side of things, because emotions are just as important or even more important, in my opinion, than your strategy. Because if you don't have yourself in check, then you won't be able to have your risk management in check or anything else in check, because you might be super impatient, or you might be angry, you might be sad, you might be happy, and all these emotions can definitely cloud your judgment. So if you're able to get these different pieces down a little bit more, then consider get into the space. But if you feel like you're at a place where you do have a good foundation of every aspect of trading for the most part, then yeah, because you won't really know like trading until you have the actual hands-on part, because I think demo accounts are great, but then there comes a time where you have to eventually move into like a real account, whether that's a prop firm where you spend $100 on an account. That's real money you're spending, right? Even if it's a sim account, from the eval, and a sim account for the funded account, so you go to a live account, same thing. You're still spending like real money on that prop firm challenge. So then you get a real taste of what it feels like to lose, right? You lose $100. Okay, now I know how it feels to lose, so you can build from there. So it's just like steps, to be honest, and it really depends if you feel like you're ready at your 2 month mark to take that first step of starting to quote unquote lose money. Because I'm not saying you're, doomed to lose money forever. I'm just saying that we're trading is inevitable to lose. And that's what I talk about a lot on here, is that it's going to happen. We have to be honest with ourselves that you're going to lose, whether it's in a trade or an account or whatever it is. It's just trading, but that is going to allow you to continue to build on your foundation of experience and chart time and everything. So I hope I hope that all made sense, and hopefully everyone else that was, tuning into that piece. Let me know your thoughts about it. Feel free to give Sasmit some constructive feedback, because I think being in this community, it's all about, helping each other grow. And we're not here to tear each other down. We're not here to talk negatively about people, because trading is hard enough as it is. And I'm going to actually end this stream on that note, finishing off on the chat too, of course, that like it's so hard. It's not easy. We already have to deal with the fact that you might lose money, and that sucks. You might be working corporate. You might be working for $20 a day, 8 hours a day. That's $160, not even including taxes or retirement or anything else. That's $160 before any other fee you have to take care of. And if you put $100 into an account with a prop firm, the chances of you growing it, like it's possible, but there's also the off chance you're going to lose. And it sucks that that's the case. So trading is already hard with that as one piece. And the other hard part about trading is, being mentally challenging on yourself, like thinking you're always right and the trade is wrong, and not willing to take it off, and it eventually makes you lose the account, or you're angry at yourself because you didn't listen to your plan. You feel really impatient, which makes you frustrated, and you don't listen to yourself. And sometimes it could be lonely because you don't have a lot of trader friends in real life. because there's a lot of people online that might be able to get what you're talking about. But do you have a best friend that is trading? Do you have a family member that is trading? Is it just you against, or you by yourself trading? So it's a lot of hard things about trading. So I think it's important to have a really supportive community. And we mess around, we have a good time. We're on live stream, we have a good time, I feel like. But in the videos, it's a lot more straightforward in the fact that trading is hard because that's the truth. So yeah, if you have any good tips for assessment, feel free to share it to assessment. What's up, John? Welcome in. Yeah, yeah, I've been live a few times, but I'm glad you're able to make this one for your first time. Appreciate you. Yeah, Rob, people don't understand how challenging the live streaming is. Definitely. It is super hard. Oh, bye, Tanya. She's already gone probably, but bye. Have a good night. Yeah, it's definitely challenging. It really is. Like I don't even do live trading like how I'm doing a live session right now talking to you, but I've done like recordings of my trades, and that in itself, like I had a pressure on my shoulder, and that's not even actual live compared to this. So it's stressful. It really is. It can force you to do good, or it can force you to do bad. It is what it is. Um, Beams, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where did you get that. What's up, Chris? Analysis for Monday. Yeah, I'm getting it prepped right now. I've noticed sometimes when I do it this late too, that London session tends to take out the targets I'm looking at. But I like to do it usually the night before because the morning of, I don't want to squeeze it in beforehand. But I do, to be honest though, I do look at the market. Ooh, excuse me. I do look at the market before I place trades in the morning. So I do like another quick little session for myself. I don't know what the apex indicators are. Assessment, I have a general understanding of the market. I know my strategy as well. I have an idea of news too. It's just a matter of consistency, discipline, and in general psychology. I only trade gold. Dude, perfect. Like, you know you best. And like I said earlier, that was just my own personal thing. Like, you know yourself and your confidence and what you're doing. So that is great. Like, you already know also like what you need to work on, which is even better. Like, I think that in itself puts you like strides ahead because some people don't really know what they need to work on. Like, they only know as they move along. Like, that's what happened with me last year in March. Like I didn't really know what I needed besides the strategy. And as I was starting to knuckle down my strategy, I also knew my trading psychology was bad, but I didn't know how to tackle it correctly. So as the months went by of like those bad trading habits eventually creeped into me just not believing in myself, affected my mental health. Obviously I had some personal things happen if you guys were following me during that time. So it was just, yeah. So the fact that you know, that's awesome, dude. So I wish you the absolute best in your prop firm journey and your trading in general. I know you're going to kill it because if you have a great understanding and awareness for yourself, then that's the best foundation that you can have. So good luck, dude. 100%. If you can't write down or explain your strategy in a few lines, then you really don't understand what you're doing. Oh, your answer was brilliant too. Appreciate you, undauntable. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that's like everything. If I use an analogy of brushing your teeth, if you're not able to explain how to brush your teeth, do you really know how to brush your teeth? That's probably a terrible example. Or like tying your shoe. Like I think that's a good one because kids, when they're young, they don't know how to tie their shoe. They have to be taught over and over again a few times. So I think at a point where you're able to write down exactly how you tie your shoe, you know what you're doing. What strategy became your bread and butter? The strategy that helped me or that I use the most is my supply and demand zones. So these white boxes on the chart with pivot points, definitely. That has been like just beautiful. I really, really like it, especially with intraday levels. When they line up, love it. And then I combine in the book map. So think with book map, I use that as well to see visual targets of the DOM. Helps so much with liquidity. So that has been my bread and butter for the most part. Van K. Tharp, really great books on trained psychology. Great recommendation. And KM got 25K Apex accounts with your code. I passed 11 of them, still working on the rest. Dude, let's go, NKM. Congrats on passing 11. First, thank you so much for using my code. Appreciate you. And passing 11, dude, that's literally so freaking solid. Holy, can you pass my accounts? No, that's so good, dude. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I hope that 2024 is a bunch of awards and payouts for you that are coming your way soon. Make trading smaller than yourself. Anyone can make money in this space. Yep. Just got to, stick with it. Hard work, consistency, be open to learning, be open to mistakes and learning from mistakes, and just getting a bunch of screen time, honestly. A lot of screen time. I feel like that's helped a lot. First three 50K PA accounts, what should I do? Payout around 5K. Ooh, congrats, AA Infinity, for the three 50K PAs. Let's go. That is so sick. I'm so happy seeing people like just kill it with their accounts. So for your payout, honestly, it depends on you, what you think is best for you. I mean, I can't tell you exactly when you should take a payout because it depends like when you need the money, like how your strategy is, if you want to have a buffer. I guess to give you my example, right now, I think the main thing for me is I just want to take a payout probably once I hit like 3,000 on my PA because I really want to grow a buffer to have it for a long term, but at the same time, I want to make sure at least that I'm paying back my investment. So if one of your 50K accounts, your 50K PA accounts gets to a payout, shoot, if you take out the max withdrawal of $2,000, once you hit, the requirements of the 10 active trading days, the $2,600, and I think the consistency, or I don't remember what the last one is, the payout window. If you take out one payout, that covers your initial investment. So at that point, if you want to keep growing those things, feel free to. But also keep in mind if you start taking payouts, then you'll start activating those payout periods per month. So then once you hit the fourth month, you can take out however much money you want. There's no cap. So hopefully that helps. Deepak, what's up? Appreciate you for coming in. I'm already in Forex prop and make payouts, new to future prop. Where to start? Hey, dude, welcome to the future space where all the cool kids are. You know what I mean? No, Forex is cool. I've always wanted to try Forex, maybe in the future. But where to start? I mean, if you already have your own strategy down, like if you're a consistently profitable trader in itself, then you honestly can't go wrong with really any future company because you're able to prove to them and to yourself you can pass and make a payout. Just keep in mind that the leverage is different and that looking at your account from percentage versus drawdown is very different as well. I would highly recommend for you to recognize the difference in that because I know forex traders tend to look at their, for example, $100,000 account as, I'm gonna do a 1% on my trade or 2% per my trade. But with a futures account, it's different because you have the idea of a $100,000 account, but your drawdown is actually different. So you would, in my opinion, probably do like whatever percent off your drawdown instead of off the actual name of the account. I hope that makes sense. I saw someone talking about this, that's why. I can't remember who, but it's really important for you to understand that first. And then the second thing again is don't even know what I was saying. Lost train of thought. But yeah, I think My Fund Futures will be a great company and a day drawdown, great payout policy. I think if you have consistency with payouts and you have a good strategy already, and you can obviously understand the difference between percent of your funded account versus the drawdown, then their expert account, that is really good. Expert account is genuinely so good. The most flexibility on the account right there. So I would recommend that one if you are as high as you say that you are. But if you are like still trying to figure things out, then you can't really go wrong with any of the starter plans, Top Step as well. Apex isn't bad, but there is the trailing until it becomes static. So if you're good at taking profit with your strategy that you have, Apex is also a good one for scalpers. So, John, I tie my shoe with the surgeon's knot. Ooh, don't even know what the surgeon's knot is. But you see, at least you know what that is. You can break that down. Where'd you get that? Oh my gosh, babes. Appreciate you. Thank you. What was your shift in mindset from going to eval to funded account? I passed a few, but end up always blowing the funded account. Can't seem to make it to the payout for some reason. So the shift that I had from going from eval to funded was understanding that I put a lot more time and putting a lot more money into this account, like the second like phase. And because of that, I need to treat this with a lot more respect. And I got really tired of losing. That was like the main things. Like I just was so tired of getting to the same place that you were in where I would pass an eval, whether it was full YOLO or it was me following my plan, but I would pass it and I would get so close to a payout just to lose it, like just like that, because I wasn't listening to my plan. And I was so tired of just losing and losing and just knowing that I'm right there. Like, why am I holding myself back? I'm literally the only reason why I'm not getting these payouts. So with that realization, the epiphany of me holding myself back, that is really what helped me like kind of flip the mindset that, okay, I'm going from eval to funded. Like I need to seriously be more respectful to myself because the more that I'm failing, it's I feel like I'm disrespecting myself because I'm not following my plan and I know I have what it takes. So why am I holding myself back? Like the market's not doing anything, you know, it's just moving. That thing is just gonna move and we're gonna have bids and asks and everything. But I'm the one that gets to make the decision of buying or selling that position. So ultimately the shift was just recognizing that epiphany and just knowing that I need to stop myself from making these mistakes. Like it's not worth it for me to drop, for example, $150 on an account just to lose it in a day. It is not worth it. Like, I don't find myself shopping on a daily basis to buy something, like that's pretty much what it is. You're buying it, but then you don't get to keep it and it goes away, and I hated that. I hated feeling like crap about that. So the more quicker you're able to recognize like you're the one holding yourself back and you need to start really respecting what you did to get to the funded account, then I think it would come easier. Hope that helps. So yeah, just take it easy on yourself and really try to stay to your plan. Like if it's really that difficult to stay to your plan or respecting your trades, just completely shut down the computer. It's not even worth it. If you have Tradeovate on your phone, delete it off your phone. Like don't allow yourself to like continuously fall into the pit because I've been there. Like I've truly, truly been there. I think a lot of people have been there. We've all been there. So, if you're really looking for advice, just from someone that's been in a dark place for a long time, just know that the only one holding you back is you and just listen to your plan. Even if the trade is wrong, even if you end up being in the red for a little bit, at least you followed the trade. Like focus on what your plan is day in and day out. And eventually like you'll be able to tweak things and yeah, I, I'm getting too much into a tangent, but that was the shift I had. Just knowing that there was more time and money wasted, and I was just tired of losing all the time. And I'm only losing because of me. Daniel, hey Jess, go and use your code now, but do only have 1 day to pass evals before the pass before the promotion period. Thank you, Daniel, for using my code. Appreciate you. But yes, the 1 day to pass is going to end on Tuesday. So basically, Monday you have the day to pass, and then Tuesday, as long as you pass before the market closes. So Tuesday, if you reach the profit target before the market closes, you'll be able to pass that day as well. Lise, Lies, good morning. Good morning to you. It's actually good night over here. It's 9:46, dude. I'm 16 minutes over. Okay, excuse me. Gotta jump. Have a blessed day or night wherever you are. Thanks, Undauntable. Appreciate you. Have a good night. AA Infinity. So take 2K from one of the accounts and cancel the account, then do more evals. What happens if I hit that 2,600? Then I want to do a payout. They send me the money, then close the account automatically. So with Apex Infinity, yes, definitely, take the payouts whenever you want, but if you plan to take at least one payout from, or sorry, you're taking 2,000 from one of the payouts, you'll still have the account because you'll have $600 left over. So if you do hit that first safety threshold of $2,600, you take out the 2,000, you still have the $600. So with the 600 you can continue to grow it actually and be able to get another payout if you're able to get it back up. But if you end up blowing the 600 left drawdown for that account, then you'll basically lose it and they will go ahead and close that account, PA account for you out. But then if you hit that 2,600, or I'm sorry, they send me the money then close the account immediately. So yeah, you'll have the 600. But if you end up having the monthly option, it's 105 for Tradeovate or it's 85 for Rhythmic. So I mean, if you do lose the funded account, you are saving out on that amount for the next month. Did I answer your question? I think I did. Sim, did you catch the new pro versus newbie trader vid? Dude, yes, with Carmine Rosado and Daniel Inskeep, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I love that series with him. Dude, Daniel is freaking killing it. I've been following him for quite a bit of time now, like prior to the whole trading thing. I was actually watching him for more financial advice when he was doing more of that kind of general niche. Such a freaking good video. Oh my God, it was so good. Like Carmine also, the way that he explains his trades, you can tell like he knows what he's looking for and what he's talking about because he's been doing it for so long too. And he stays so consistent with the strategy. It was so helpful watching that. Like, oh, wow, wow. I was such a good video. I hope that they continue to have more. But yeah, Daniel has freaking leaps and strides of his trading journey. If you guys haven't watched that video, I would recommend to check it out. Even if you watch the first one with Trades by Matt with Daniel, and then if you were to watch the most recent one with Carmine versus Daniel, you can see the huge difference in like how Daniel's strategy and his patience and just everything has played out. Amazing. Just a really, really good video, honestly. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, no problem. Can you stop 30 seconds to a minute trades on Apex in a PA account? From what I know, I believe so. As long as like if you do ever come to an issue with any of your PA payouts with Apex, the best thing you can do is talk to customer support, ask them for the reasons why. And the most common thing I've seen is that they're going to ask what your trading system is. If you can just tell them that's what you mainly do, then and explain your your trade process or whatever, then you'll be good to go. But from what I've seen and heard, there's no issue with trading 30 seconds to a minute on Apex for your trades. Um, what broker do I use for 20? I use Tradivate. I do not use NinjaTrader. I only use Tradivate and TradingView. What's up, Jay? Oh, thank you so much for following. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day. Hope everyone's been having a good night. We're actually finally caught up on the chat. It took me like freaking 5 years, but we're here. So, same. I've been so invested in his journey. He's gotten a lot better now. Dude, seriously, it's so freaking cool to see. Oh my God, like I don't even know him, and I just feel like a proud sister of him, like a proud friend of him, a proud whatever. Like, he's just freaking killing it. And I just really, really hope that he continues to freaking grind because it's obvious that his hard work is paying off. And one thing too, I'm not in Carmine's Invested Trade course or Discord or anything like that, but Daniel is. And being able to see how they read the market, and it was so similar just shows that whatever Carmine is doing, like it seems to be working, because if they're on the same wavelength, taking very similar trades, like it's obvious that his teachings is rubbing off on Daniel, but also Daniel is a lot more profitable now. So he's really taking what he's learning and applying it. So, the student is doing great, the teacher's doing great, and I think that is just a beautiful combination. So I'm so invested as well. I want another freaking video on 80% off on the eval, the same for the monthly fee. No. So sorry, Brian. I'm gonna hopefully answer this correctly for you. But the evaluation price would be 80% off. If you pass the evaluation that was 80% off, that eval is gonna be closed out and you'll be moved into the PA, which you'll pay the monthly fee and there's no discount on the monthly fee. For Apex, the monthly fee would be with Rhythmic either 85 or it's Trading 105. So yeah, there's no discount on the monthly fee, just the evaluation itself. Infinity, do you pay for Lux Algo? I remember when I was training just by using Lux Algo. I was a VWAP trader before too, love it. I actually did not pay for Lux Algo. I paid for TradingView Premium for the year. I actually snagged it during the Black Friday sale. And you know what? Like, it's a great deal. Might as well go for it. It was like 13 months for like 200 something dollars. So because I have the premium, I was able to take advantage of the Lux Algo, I think. I don't know if you have to pay for it though, even if you had like the basic plan. But yeah, that's why I have it. I actually mainly use it because I'm lazy to create trend lines. So it helps with creating trend lines. And then for the support and resistance, I'm also lazy to like put a little line on the chart. So this automatically just puts it. That's the only reason why I use it. I don't pay attention to the little B's and the S or the green B's or the green the green bees or the red bees for buy or sell. It just happens to appear, but I don't really use that. But yeah, do VWAP. You can't go wrong. VWAP trading, you just can't go wrong. It's so simple. It's so, so simple. And it's so easy to use. But yeah, no problem. No problem. I'm glad I was able to answer your questions, Infinity. Let me know if you have any more. And also, Brian, you too, if you have any questions. Anyone in the chat, if you have any more questions, I'm probably going to hop off really soon here. But my last comment, John, NinjaTrader is a BITCH to learn, but worth it. And their customer service is excellent. The ETM is wonderful. Agreed. I actually started with NinjaTrader when I first got into futures before Tradeovate. And definitely the ATM is so, so easy to use. The visuals on NinjaTrader's charts are so clean. You can see everything. I love the 2000 tick on the NinjaTrader chart as well. And if I could, I would consider going back into NinjaTrader, but I have a Mac and they don't have the NinjaTrader downloaded desktop option for me. But hopefully, they'll be able to create one for Mac sooner than later because they're missing out on me as a trader. Hello. No, but you profit. I'm not a trader with them yet because they don't have Tradeovate. So I actually tweeted at them and I said, dude, like, when is Tradeovate TradingView coming? And then they did like a little winky face and then like it's coming or it's on the way or something like that. It's like, oh shoot, okay, like let's see what happens because I want to try out their program. But they only have NinjaTrader or like Rhythmic options, and that doesn't help me when I only have a Mac. So, all right, last one. Last question or comment. My trading grew exponentially once I found Oliver. Been going strong on my fifth year. This journey took way longer than I expected. Dude, Beams, good on you for even sticking through for 5 tough, long ass years. That's not easy. That's like going back to university for 5 years. Like I would not want to go back to university. So big ups to you, big respects for sticking through, but also congrats on being able to find, something that helped you to grow in your journey. That's huge, so huge. And that is a great example to show that everyone's on their own path. Like it does not matter how long it takes for you to get there. It's just a lot of tweaks that will eventually like pay off in that chart time as well. So good job, dude. All right, last comment from Sim. Glad to have caught you live. Been having a rough time, but you guys keep me going. Have a good night. It's almost 1 a.m. here. Oh my God. Yeah, it's 9:55 p.m. here, so that must mean you're in Eastern Standard Time. So appreciate you for even stopping in. And I'm actually going to hop off as well from everyone that is still live with me. Thank you guys so, so much for hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and post one more time here my TradingView chart if you guys want to check it out. And I'm also going to post it on the description of this video. So when this live stream video goes onto my channel, you can easily just click on it. I'll also post it in my community tab and on my Twitter, so you're able to find it everywhere. I don't know if you're going to actually use it, but it's there as an option. So yeah, thank you guys so much again for hanging out with me and continuing to hang out because I kept saying I was going to end it and I never did. So here we are, 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Appreciate your time and support. If you guys are still interested to check out any of the platform companies I'm trading with, everything is in the description as always. Apex's 90% sale is over. It's only 80% off now until Tuesday. My Funded Futures has their discount until the 29th. So you do have a couple more days to use theirs. And it's all in pricing. So I think it's the lowest affordable pricing in the market right now for a 50K, which is $90. So if you pass it, you don't pay any setup fees. 100K, the 150K, same thing. Elite is 80% off, which is also in the description. Pass one account, you get one account for free, 100% the first month. Oh my gosh, what else is there? Bullinox, I think it's 90% off. It's probably over by now, and it might be 80% now with code Jess as well. But yeah, that is literally all the companies I can think of at this time. My brain is fried. And yeah, that's everything. So I wish you guys nothing but the best and most success in everything you do. And I really hope that you guys are trading well and taking care of yourselves. That's so important. And remember, there was a lot of news that is happening this week. So if you aren't familiar with what's happening, it's more towards the middle and end of week. We're going to have possibly a lot of volatility. Be prepared. I know I am. I'm expecting to push up and then a retracement back down. I guess we'll end it with that point, actually, because some people might have came late. But my original idea was that we are going to go ahead and pull up. Here's my 1 hour. We are going to pull up like this or whatever to this trend line, however fast or slow. My first target is going to be this 15-minute box, and then the second one up here if we're able to actually move up even more. But eventually, if we are moving to the bear side, I'm looking for a pullback after we retrace from this 15-minute zone, or even maybe this 80 zone that is not marked. That's just a mental area. If we get rejected, a retracement back into this consolidation area around the 30-minute demand, watching for some consolidation like around here before we break down to this pivot point to start off the week. So that's my ideas for the bull side and the bear side. So I'm gonna end it with that. Thanks so much. Peace out, everyone. And that's everyone. Yeah, that's everyone. Okay. Oh, and muffin trades. Yes, I'm in the My Funded Futures tournament, but that's just for giggles, to be honest. I really don't know if I'm gonna do well because I'm not good at competition for trading. So, okay, talk to you guys in the next one.